And you are my friends, and we're going to Portman Road following Ipswich Town 4, Forest Green Rovers 0. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up, blue heart, X kiss, whatever you want to give me in the chat. Let me know you can hear me loud and clear this evening as we stand following 3 vital points. Before I go any further, don't forget to become a Talking Town 5th Stunning today. Hit the join button, become a member on YouTube, all of that lovely, jubbly stuff which you want to do to support the platform. Hopefully you can hear me. I can hear myself, so hopefully you can hear me. Right, I'm joined with the one, the only, the legend. It's been a while. It's been a minute, ladies and gentlemen, but Benny Moore. When he turns up, the goals start rolling back at Portman Road. Ben, first of all, how you doing? How you feeling? Let people know at home, how's your battle going?
I'm all right. It feels weird to be back, but it's good to be back, and it's a good win.
Absolutely. It's great to have you back. Good to see you. You're looking well. And you tell me, everything's going well?
Yeah, everything's good. Back at hospital Tuesday. Should start my next round of chemo on the Sunday the 5th.
Good man. Talking to kicking ass. Town has just kicked Forest Green's Rovers backside. 4-0. Should have been 24-0. Their best player clearly is their goalkeeper.
Yeah, former Celtic player.
I mean, he's overworked. Yeah. You know, I'd put you on overtime claiming if I was you, fella. But what are your thoughts on that one?
Win's a win.
Happy birthday to you. Not giving you the bubbles.
Win's a win. 4-0. Should have been about 7.
Should have been. Yeah,
Leif Davis could have got a hat trick. And the rest, yeah, and the rest.
Really should have been. I've got a comment from the chat here. Hey, Harness was very loose when he came on. Bit of a headless chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you agree with that, dear? Obviously, Marcus Harness, money signing. We've got Marcus Harness. No?
I don't. It hasn't looked the same after his injury.
Really?
Yeah. He hasn't looked. He misplaced a few passes. I thought the one goal looked good when he came on.
Yeah.
I think he's.
I thought he looked rather tidy, to be fair.
I think if he is fit, and I think the fact that he came on pretty early shows he must be fit.
Yeah.
Surely he's got to be starting. And then there's the question of
over who? Over Humphreys.
I
thought he looked rather tidy as well today.
I'd start him over Morsey. I'd start the one guy over Morsey.
You'd start Luongo over Morsey?
Yeah.
Luongo over Morsey? Really? You'd start Massimo Luongo over Sam Morsey?
Yeah.
Based on what evidence, Ben Moore?
Based on the fact that Sam Morsey is so negative in his pass.
So negative his pass.
Every time he gets the ball, he turns at us fucking 360
Ben's
and goes
back.
backwards.
Ben's back. Ben's back. Ben's back. Dropping an F-bomb. Look, it's a casual. Dropping an F-bomb. We've missed you, Ben.
But he does. He does a 360 spin and plays backwards.
Kelly says, Ben, have you hit your head, pal?
No, I'm on about 7 lots of hospital drugs.
Well, okay.
I might explain it.
All prescribed, ladies and gentlemen.
All prescribed.
Mike the Fisherman says he agrees with you. Martin Morsey's out of form. But wait, where's Burns? I've had a couple of chats around the statue this evening. People saying they drop Wes Burns and would start Caden Jackson for in the game. How are you feeling on that one?
I've got to say, I do agree with them. I thought Wes Burns looked really slow, lethargic. He isn't the Wes Burns of last year.
He isn't. Sure. No, and he should have scored today.
He should have.
I mean, anywhere else other than down the goalie's throat, he does score.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not the only person who thinks that, to be fair, that, you know, Caden shouldn't run the games. He looked good when he came on.
He did.
Caden's cutback is quite annoying because he gets in a really great position and then he always cuts it back about a yard too further back than the actual striker.
Yeah, what really annoyed me from that was there was one down their side, or down their left. Jackson cut it back, and Ladapo, the one time you want him to hold,
he doesn't
his
hold
right,
it. He doesn't
hold it.
No. But then I think that's playing time, isn't it? Really, you know, as well as I do. You're a coach. You're a young Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, you've got to get into the run of the game.
Yeah,
and
but also know each other. You've got to play as a team enough times to know, does he run the front post? Does he run back post? Does he hold the run? Does he not hold the run? We don't really do that, do we, as a team?
No.
As a squad.
The ball's in the quick, and then as soon as the ball's coming, you've then got to go win the second ball.
Absolutely. Before we get Coxie on, who was your man of the match, Ben Moore?
Go on.
I'd probably say, which feels weird because you came on, but Freddie Ladapo.
Freddie Ladapo, man of the match from Ben Moore. Let's know in the chat who your man of the match is. Well, Ben goes and gets that microphone to the man, the myth, the legend, Bricktop Peter Cox. Josh, we'll get a couple of comments while Ben's doing that. Humphrey's trying to get physical teams, says Callie. Luongo, look quality, says Blaze Dog.
Callie singing.
Callie, what are you singing, mate? I don't know. We'll ask him. Coxie, wasn't the customary Bricktop 2-1, but it was a 4-0 hammering.
No, we take it. It's what we thought. We thought we could win. We did win, and yes, they are where they are. But we take it after the recent.
Okay,
debacle.
Let me ask you a question. Was Town that good, or Forest Green that bad?
A little from column A, a little from column B. I think.
Okay, tell me why. Tell me what's going on.
Well, we had to. They didn't sit behind the ball. I suppose you could say they could at times try to play when they did, but we took the chances, and should have been more, could have been more. Freddie missed that. Only he knows how he missed that head at the end. But when you fall up, you weren't there.
I was here because staying up.
Yeah. So, but he shouldn't have missed that. But we let him off. We're 4-0 up, and he's already scored. So. And scored on the 78th minute, which is good.
Ben raised an interesting point that he would start Massimo Luongo over Sam Morsey. Sort of divided the chat a little bit. I say divided. It was a quick look over my right shoulder. Would you go along with our young Pep Guardiola, or would you sort of stand firm and say, no, Morsey's my captain, he stays in the team, and Massimo waits his chance, or comes in for Humphreys? How would you play that?
No, I would the end bit there, I would say come in for Humphreys. I think him and Ballsy together added a bit of steel there. No disrespect to our Cameron, he's one of our own, but he's got a bit of beefing up to do, I think. But
how did you see his performance today, Cams?
Sorry, folks, but I can't actually recall what he'd done in the game. Sorry, Cameron, I can't. I think he had one of his sort of anonymous days, really.
That's fair. Chris Boyd, Luongo looked sharp when he came on. Big plus looking forward. Phil Blundell, 2 clean sheets on the bounce. We did another 3 or 4 wins on the bounce. Obviously, it's kind of as you were, really, isn't it, in terms of points and chasing. But it's a win. It's confidence. It's a start. It's a platform. What can we take into the next game from this one?
It's something to build on. It's like I said, we were saying before, we've got this 4 games. We should win, but we are Ipswich. But
we are.
But there's something to build on.
Yeah, because today's result would have been a lot better after 2 more points at Bristol Rovers, but it didn't. It wasn't. It isn't. It is what it is. Broadhead is a player you highlighted before the game. Yeah. You said you were looking forward to seeing what he brought. Got himself a goal. What were your thoughts on his performance?
The boy done good, I think. But I think he's probably outshone a bit by Connor Chapman. I thought he had a good to that. He done marvellous today. Still can't understand. I thought it was one of the golden rules of football. You never take anybody off on a hat trick, and he scored 2 goals in it. But Kieran McKenna knows he took him off.
Well, it's all about stats. So they always seem predetermined in the substitution. I don't know if they are, obviously, but they always seem it. I thought his goal was a bit quality and fortunate all at the same time, in the sense of he's taking the chance.
We'll say quality.
We'll say quality. Back 4, clean sheet, weren't really tested.
Didn't have a lot to do, did they?
No. Would you go with the next? I mean, with Kieran McKenna, it's incredibly difficult to predict, which is what we've been talking about before the game. But would you go with that same back 4 next week?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
with franchise City.
Keep it the same. I know, like you, I do like Caden Jackson, but I thought him and Matt Clark on the right was a real good combination there. I think Harry Clark, him as well. Yeah, and Harry Clark.
Just call him Mr. Clark.
Mr. Clark.
Mr. Clark. Mr. Clark.
Yeah.
Wes Burns was dropped by Ben Moore for Caden Jackson, and a number of other people around here. Is actually, to be fair, as I've spoken to him this evening, is that one step you would make? Bricktop,
yeah, perhaps Wes too. But I mean, the guy who sits behind me or stands behind me in my son reckons because he's not wearing a headband, he's lost his superpowers. Really? Honestly, so stand here.
Who's your man of the match, Coxie? Because I've got a shout from Kurt here. It says Clark man of the match with Chappers. Phil says chasing is harder in this league than staying top 2. Also has Town back up to 3rd, Plymouth dropping points at home. Billy, 4-0 onto Bobby's 90th birthday today. Come on, you Blues. Obviously a poignant moment there with the goal coming on. The round of applause.
What about that? Yeah, you can't ask for better than that.
You really can't.
Almost one on the 81st minute as well.
Don't forget, Goat's book is available via Amazon. What's it called, Coxie?
Diary of an Obsession.
There you go. Diary of an Obsession. Get on it, people. Get those Amazon gift vouchers out of the drawers that you all got for Christmas and go and buy it. Go and buy it now.
He will sign it for an absolutely no show.
He'll sign it for a crisp packet.
You see him, he will sign it for
He will sign it. He really will. My cameraman's got a dash in a minute, so we're going to wrap ourselves up in just one memento.
But who the hell's he got to go? He got anywhere to bloody go.
Oh, I know.
What's up with you?
What's up with you? Man of a social on a Saturday night. Man of the match.
Chappers for me. Yeah, my pick for player of the year. Come on, the Chappers. Yeah,
Good man.
He was there. Yeah.
How long you got, cameraman? 5 minutes. Colin.
Birthday boy, come here. Come on, birthday boy.
All right, we've got 5 minutes because our cameraman's got a dash for a bus. Shocking as it is. I know.
I've got to get a train.
Good man. I want to hear your thoughts on today's big day. What are your thoughts on the win and obviously the big day of the goal coming in the poignant moment?
On your birthday, of course, speaking of that.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much, man. Well, I think the first thing I ought to say is about the great man.
Please do. The floor is yours.
You know, at the end of the day, you know, the 18th of February, although, you know, we are where we are in the 3rd tier, it's the great man's birthday and he would have been 90 today. And obviously we all know about 78 and we're 81 and the fact he would have been 90 today. And it was absolutely unbelievable that we should score within the 78th minute, between the 78th and 79th. Then I said to a young lad, actually, who sat in front of me, Martin, I actually said to him, do you know what? I bet we go and do 81. He said, no, that's not happening. And I'll tell you what,
Nearly.
When that shot went in, that little lad looked back at me and said, whoa, I'll tell you what, I'm glad I didn't have a bet with you. And I'll tell you what, I mean, the 78 thing was magnificent. I mean, if the 81 had went in as well, I mean, that would have been, I'm looking out at the lad now, the man now, and I mean, it would have just been just the icing on the cake, but, and excuse the pun. I'm lucky that I celebrate my birthday on the same day as a great man, and
happy birthday.
You know, and yeah, I got 2 lovely presents today. I got a lovely old Richard Naylor shirt given to me, all signed.
Nice.
Yeah, number 12 and about. All
nice. That's a memory.
Yeah, never been washed apparently. Well, I can see that. Benicia's got something to do with the numbers, but it's all signed by Matty Holland, Richard Wright, and all of that. And also, more importantly, I got given a tankard that was owned by Kevin Beattie.
Oh, wow.
Today,
wow.
In 81, 82. And apparently that gentleman had them for about 6 months, but he kept missing me and stuff.
Mike
But
Baker is the gentleman.
Mike Baker, and thank you very, very much for that. But going on to the, yeah, and that was really, really beautiful. That was worth £1 million to me. But going
the
on,
shirt as well?
Sorry?
The shirt, who's the shirt come from?
It's from the same gentleman.
Okay.
And yeah,
can we see the shirt?
Yeah,
can we get the shirt out? I mean,
yeah, like I say,
no, honestly, happy birthday, Colin. Happy birthday.
Yeah,
Hope you had a great day. Obviously, 3 points always helps. There it is.
Look at this beauty.
Look at that.
Extra large, Martin. This must be-
I'm a medium now, mate. I'm a medium now.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And the stains as well, look.
We've got a little bit of
Lay
mould.
up, Richard Naylor.
We've got a little bit of mould on the numbers. Venetia's got a bit of work to do there, but she'll sort that out.
Absolutely.
I know she will.
Of course
She will.
Yeah,
She'll sort that out.
yeah.
But yeah, fantastic presents. We're getting on to the game. Look, we always say it, Martin, don't we? You always say it. You can only beat what's in front of you.
You really can.
And to be fair to them, they didn't do a lot of sides. They didn't. You know, this low block and everything. They tried to play a little bit. That's just to put it that way.
They did.
And if it hadn't been for the goalkeeper, let's be perfectly, I like more.
Who's their best player?
It would have been 7 at least.
At least.
And yeah, thanks, Rich. And
I actually had a bet on 7-0.
Sorry,
I actually had a bet on 7-0.
did you really?
I did.
Anyway, how's your dear little baby?
She's doing really well. Thank you.
Lovely,
so
and
much,
I'm pleased to hear
Who's
that.
man of the match?
Chatelain, I think.
Chatelain?
I think you've got to say Chatelain.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and I don't know how many goals has he got now.
He's top goal scorer by a country mile.
No, in Division 1.
14.
14 in Division 1.
Not bad, is it?
No, very, very good.
But that was on 12, 13?
I thought Hurst done okay.
11.
Martin, I think Hurst done okay.
He should have scored.
Ladapo, though. Oh my God, you say he should have scored?
Yeah.
How on earth did Freddie miss that? I really don't know. That's what I call a 50p head.
But then Hurst also had one where he just sort of sweep it home and doesn't. And in the first half, though, that touch and that lob, that deserved a goal. Because that was beautiful from
Oh,
from
yeah, I
Hurst.
like that. I love
Brought
that.
the ball down beautifully and then just
that.
lobbed the keeper. Audacious.
Or me and Adi would have seen that like absolutely
Of
fantastic.
course we would have done, yeah.
I had a little word with John Ward
Okay.
at half time, and he was
Is
all
he
right.
well?
I went up the Bobby Robson suite, had a little look, and I'll tell you what,
The
Martin,
man that won the Dines.
you're gonna like
Go
what
on.
you see.
Oh, for
You're
the
gonna
book evening.
I went up and had a little look, had a word with Mr. Ward, had a word with Stuart Cox, who Matt has been
Nice.
conversing with,
Nice.
and beautiful. I've even
nice.
got, and this is something I didn't even notice up there.
Go on.
I remember George Best playing here, as Adi would do, in the Bobby Robson testimonial.
Yep.
And George Best's shirt, which is an Ipswich number 11 with Bobby Robson testimonial, blah, 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 79, is in a frame.
Oh, nice.
As you
So we'll see that on the night.
Yeah, as you
Nice.
go into the door.
Very nice.
You'll be getting your camera out.
Give the night a plug and then we'll wrap up the show because Josh got to get bus.
Yeah, the launch is the 30th of March in the Bobby Robson Suite, and it's at 7 p.m. And we're looking forward to a lovely, relaxed evening, and hosted by Martin, Matt, and Rich. And I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. Thoroughly looking forward. Rich, have his last word. Have a last word.
What do you want me to say, Colin? I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Anyway, it's Colin's birthday. He's off home. What you got for tea?
What's for dinner, Colin?
I think I've got a steak.
Oh,
Steak.
the man that steaks.
Any extras?
We're eating downstairs.
On that note, we will see you tomorrow at 1:30.